Okay, we should be coming back up. I restarted the feed here. Oh my god, what a bonehead I am. What a bonehead. Are we back? Okay, I can see myself on X. I left and came back. I had no picture and sound. Okay. Yeah, we're back. I had to restart. So let me see. Let me tag this one as part two. I inadvertently dropped the feed here, so um, I apologize for that. Let's go with part two. Okay, we get it there. Okay, we came back up. We got 6 people on Twitch. Um, let's see, the Rumble is coming back up. We're gonna reset here, and it's a Monday. It's a Monday, folks. So what the hell? It is a Monday, so we're back up here. We're on the Rumble here. We got it looks like one person on Rumble. What do we got? We got 2 people on Rumble. I restarted it and stuff like that. It's just like, oh my god, it happens. It's a Monday, so what the hell? We'll restart it here, and let's see. This is going to be part two. Let me just check this. Double click it. Close. And yeah, part two. We'll just tag this as part two, folks, as far as that goes. So let me do this on the Twitch. I can't do it on the YouTube. So I guess I hit the button. I can't come back. So that's when I have the phone. I can't. The phone doesn't work anymore in that capacity where I can come back up and stuff like that. So, but we are back. We're gonna go take a break. Um, the folks on the audio side, because we repurpose the audio here, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. You probably heard an interruption there. I hit the wrong button. I dropped the broadcast. We're back up though, for part two of the broadcast, and um, I just want to make sure everything is copacetic, and we should be back up on locals. And let's see, coming back. Let's see. Yeah, we were frozen. There you are, Dark Farmer. Okay, Farmer. Yep, there I am. I'm back up. We're back up here, and we have Tony D coming in. Good morning, Tony D, coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. Good morning to you. Hashtag salute, salute back at you. Hashtag positive start today. Tony says good morning. There you go, Tony. Good morning from the missus. Glad to have you here. And Tony is letting us know down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, 72 degrees Fahrenheit currently, 89 for the high, 72 for the low, mostly cloudy. So they're at the low. And you're on the YouTube. I'm back on Twitch again, Tina. Okay, and I know we're at the 1 hour mark, or 6:54, just before 7. So I know you're going to be heading out. Um, Tony saying hi to Farmer on the YouTube or on the Rumble, and Liberty Tina saying good morning to Tony on the YouTube. Liberty saying good morning to Tony on the Rumble. And Farm. Okay, ooh, just hit the right one here, Rich. And let's see. Good morning to Tony from Farmer. Tony saying good morning to Tina. Good morning to Willie Silly. And he's saluting. And yeah, the New York Knickerbockers, they're the champs. They beat San Antonio. We'll get to the sports here. Yeah, the first championship for them since 1973, and I remember that 1973 with Frazier, Bradley, and all those. That was a good bunch of guys back in 1973 when the New York Knicks. I was just that was just before I started high school. So I remember that. That was a big deal back then. I don't know about basketball now. It's too much run and gun. And Willie Silly is saying welcome back. And Tony's saying hi to Liberty on the YouTube or on the Rumble. And let's see you Wednesday. Tina says I got nothing here. Just went to YouTube. Okay, no problem. And Tina says, I don't know why I'm back here. See you when. No problem, no problem, Tina. Yeah, you just want to see. It's, um, and oh, you were just born then? Oh my God, I feel old. Yeah, I was just finishing junior high going because 74 is when I went into high school. So the New York Knicks back in 73, that was a big deal and stuff like that. Um, and Liberty saying bye, Tina. Okay. All right, we're back up. We're back up on. Oh, let me bring this back up on YouTube here. I got to bring this back up here. Let's. Yeah, I inadvertently pressed it. Close the. I closed the tab here on the browser for Rumble Studios. So I apologize. It happens. It's a Monday. So we got two broadcasts up. We'll finish the second hour here for a second broadcast. Let me just bring the YouTube up and we'll get to the sports here. Or no, I got history, the rest of the history first. Because we finished with 100 years ago where, what is it? Two boys broke into the grocery store in Binghamton on 58 Susquehanna Street. And they got away with 2 cases of eggs, but cigarettes, cigars, and candy. And then in the morning, they were caught arrested trying to sell the eggs. Fire department responded to an alarm at Murray Street. Okay, after the owner of the taxi cab used a lighting match to locate the source of a gasoline. Oh yeah, you got a gasoline leak. Let's go ahead and use a match. The leak was found, but the car was burnt. Okay, so that was about 100 years ago. In other history, as far as that goes, let's get to that as I'm bringing up my YouTube here again. Let's see, Rich Roberts, and let's see, what do you have for other history here? In other history, as we're resuming the Monday morning coffee here, we have Benjamin Franklin back in 1752 proved that lightning is electricity with his famous kite and key experiment. Let's see, in 1986, Bono of U2 and Sting headlined a concert in New Jersey celebrating 25 years of Amnesty International. Okay. Two good performers there. And let's see. Liberty says, I'm putting on an aluminum hat on just in case. I don't think that's going to help if I boggle up and I shut down the broadcast here and stuff like that. So sorry, folks. In 1215, England's King John placed his seal on the Magna Carta, the Great Charter, which curtailed the absolute power of the monarchy. 1775, the Second Continental Congress voted unanimously to appoint George Washington head of the Continental Army, which was a good decision. And 1864, Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton signed an order establishing the Military Bureau Ground, which became Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. And it was in 1895. A tsunami triggered a magnitude 8. How can a tsunami trigger a earthquake? But the magnitude was 8.5. Struck the coast. The tsunami was triggered by a magnitude 8.5 earthquake. Struck the coast of Japan with a wave reaching as high as 125 feet. Woo, that's high. 38 meters. Killing more than 22,000 people. And in 1934, President Franklin Delano D. Roosevelt signed an act making the National Guard part of the United States Army in an event, war or national emergency comes out. So, and 1934, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the most visited national park in the United States, was established by Congress. And that's it for our history. In sports, Major League Baseball going into the weekend. Friday, you had Yankees beating the Blue Jays beating the Yankees Friday 8-5. So that wasn't good. And did the Mets play? And I think the Mets were off Friday. No, they played the Braves. That's right. They were playing the Braves this weekend. Mets won against the Braves 7-5. Go Mets, go! Yes, love those Mets. New York Mets. Yankees. Let's see. They won Saturday against the Blue Jays 3-1, and the New York Mets, they were off. It looks like. Let me make sure. Yeah, they played. Can't find it. Saturday, the Braves lost to the won against the Mets 3-1, so that's a 1-1. And Sunday, yesterday, the Mets won again 8-1, so they won the series. And the New York Yankees, they beat the Blue Jays 8-3, so that's good. Let's see. Today, the Mets and Reds play in Cincinnati, and the Yankees they're usually off on Mondays. So they're off on Monday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, you will have the Yankees are hosting the White Sox down there in Queens. Mets and Cincinnati Reds tomorrow. NHL action. The Carolina Hurricanes won the NHL against the Vegas Golden Knights last night. They won 4-2. Carolina Hurricanes, they beat the Canadiens, which beat the Sabres. Would have loved to see the Sabres in it, but Carolina Hurricanes against the Las Vegas Golden Knights are the new Stanley Cup champions there. The Carolina Hurricanes. Of course, New York Knicks, they won the NBA Finals there against the San Antonio. As far as that goes in basketball. The big news is the World Cup is in full swing. We starting last Thursday, Mexico beat South Africa 2-0. South Korea beat Czechoslovakia 2-1 on the first day, and then Friday, Canada tied Bosnia. Yeah, they tied Bosnia Herzegovina to a 1-1 tie, which doesn't do much for them in the well. But the big one Friday, the U.S. national men's team beat Paraguay 4-1. Go USA. Yes. Continuing into Saturday, Qatar tied Switzerland 1-1. Brazil tied Monaco 1-1. Scotland beat Haiti 1-0. Yesterday, Australia beat Turkey 2-0. We're playing the U.S. next game will be Turkey or be Australia this Friday at 3 p.m. Be watching that and be tweeting about or posting it on X, tweeting about it. So go USA. And let's see, Germany. Wow, Germany beat Sissoko 7-1, 7 goals. Wow, that's a shootout right there. Netherlands beat Japan, or no, they tied. Netherlands and Japan tied yesterday 2-2. Ivory Coast beat Ecuador 1-0, and Sweden kicked Tunis's ass 5-1. Today you got Spain and Cabo Verde, whatever that is, Belgium and Egypt, Saudi Arabia and Uruguay, Iran and New Zealand play today. I wonder where they're playing at. And tomorrow will be France and Zingel, Iraq and Norway, Argentina and Algiers are the 3 games today. And we'll pick it up on. So the World Cup is in full swing, and as far as that goes, so okay, so there's our sports. Even though the clock says we were only on for 14 minutes, we had an oops there as far as the make sure you don't close the program down again, Rich. Jeez, that X there. We're going to go ahead and take a break here as far as that goes, folks. folks. And let me bring this up here. Yeah, there we go. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and I'm going to refresh my coffee. I didn't drink that much coffee here during the broadcast. A lot of talking, a lot of talking. Hey, there's Gen X. Gen X. Good morning, Gen X Wired coming in on the Rumble side. Good to see you. Coffee is good. Coffee is good. So I'm going to take a little break, and then we'll finish up with our second half of the broadcast here. Our second part B of the broadcast for this Monday morning, as far as that goes. And but we're going to go ahead and I'll be back in a couple minutes. So just hang loose, and we'll be right back. Let's see. Let's get rid of that, and enjoy the scenery and the music here. And there's Italia Bazzanio. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, we are back. We are back. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over on Twitch, and Richard M. Roberts over there on YouTube. And we don't have the locals up there, so we lost it. I wonder. It's showing. Yeah, it's showing that it's broadcast. Oh, you know what? I forgot to hit it, so it might not be on there for the second half. Let me check. Okay, I forgot to hit that. Forgot to highlight that. So let's see. Yeah, there's only one. So I'm going to have to put the part B on the. Or no, that's not locals. This is locals. That's locals. I was looking at Getter. Let's see if we got two broadcasts on the. Yep. Okay, we got the part B. I'll have to change that to part B. Okay, no problem. Yeah, we're back to somewhat level territory here as far as after dumping the broadcast here the first hour after 100 years ago. But it is a Monday, so what the hell, as far as that goes. But we are back. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Rumble for the Friday morning. Oh, shoot. I forgot. That's his Friday morning. Oh, God. This is a Monday. Look at that. It says Friday. I just noticed that. Oh, my God. I got the right date, but I don't have the right day of the week. Oh, my God. Look at that. Let me change that real quick. It's not Saturday. I'm all over the board here. I'm seeing we haven't had a Monday like this in a while. That's for sure, as far as that goes. But hey, it's all par for course. I'm not I don't tag myself as a perfectionist and stuff like that. So let's change that to Monday. So I got a lot of post editing to do on the titles here for you. You can't change the title on the YouTube while you're doing this and stuff like that. Did I put Friday? Oh, you know what? The posting on yeah, that said Monday. How did I get Friday though? Oh, because I did it last night. That's why. Oh, okay. No problem there. So let's go ahead. Let's see. How's our Twitch? Our Twitch is doing pretty good. So just excuse me for another moment while I clean up my mess. Yeah. Let's see. We're going to change that to Monday, not Friday. Yeah, it is Monday. And it looks like it's a good Monday. The blue sky is just getting more bluer today. So it's going to be a cool day today, which is good after having the hot and humidity of last. Oh, that didn't go there either. Okay, no problem there. Okay, so let me try something here. Let me see. Let me see if I change that in the video producer. That's the one we're broadcasting. I'm back in Twitch right now here, editing a little bit here, real quick, folks. Just bear with me here for a moment as we get the second hour started. It's Monday. Okay, there's that, and can't add any tags on there, so that's okay. We just my tags are messed up on the Twitch there too, but that's okay. It's all good. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. But we are back for the second half of the Monday morning coffee. As I'm looking down, is for 06.15.2026 at Rumble Video broadcast. This is part 2, folks. part two because the first part I inadvertently ditched the broadcast and stuff like that. And Liberty says it rains all day here yesterday. It was a great day to procrastinate. There we go. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of rain like we should have, right? Yesterday.
No, not as much as.
No, the map showed that we should have got a boatload, and we didn't. It rained, okay, but the way the storms are coming in, I thought they were going to be a little bit more violent than they were before.
Well, they're more violent up, I think, to the north.
Oh, okay, okay.
Look down again.
And look at that, we got 10 people on Rumble, so we can do another read ad campaign. It's a new broadcast for an hour. Let me see what we got here real quick. Let me see what we got. What can we do here? I got to refresh it because it takes a little bit for it to click in. And we got 11 people. 11 people. Yeah, thank you, Rumble. Rumble is doing their job this morning. I appreciate that, Rumble. Let's see what we got here. Is it going to let me click in here? Let's see. We got a couple good ones here. Let's see what we can do. What? We're at 11. Maybe it's because we ditched the broadcast here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Do we got any other one? Oh. Let's see. Which ones do we have here? We're at 12 people. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. What's this DCA? Wonder what this one is. Let's review this one. Let's see. DCA. Let's see. Focus on 13K Founders Campaign. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we go. In his first term, let's see, what do we got there? Oh, that's a nice graphic right there. That's a nice graphic for DCA. Let's learn more. This is a new one. I have no idea but we're going to check it out here. So thank you, Rumble, for allowing me to do this read ad campaign. In his first term, President Trump sought to cultivate school choice in America. I am for school choice. I think I'm for public schools. I'm for private schools, but school choice should be a choice. Here in America, he sacrificed his life to fight for a second term in order to make it possible today. Yes, he took a bullet, folks. In the ear, it's taking a bullet nonetheless, and stuff like that. So now it is up to American patriots to take full advantage of opportunity, and America is all about opportunity. Today, DCA calls on fellow patriots to help us bring President Trump's vision to life for urban students. This is in Nashville, Tennessee. By making a minimal sacrifice, let's grow together. 13,000 founder builders of the Christ Center effort to build young minds spiritually and socially and patriotic in America. You don't see a lot of that in the schools. You see these news articles. They're telling kids this and this. You got to have that separation, but there should be. But I think the younger people are really getting involved spiritually. If you look at it too, learn more at www.dockeryacademy.us /app-landing-page. So there's a QR code. So I guess would be a religious, because there's a cross there. So no problem about doing a religious ad. Rumble is providing this in a read ad campaign. So, but DCA is calling on all fellow patriots to help us bring the president's true Trump, and it's basically informing the kids as far as, hey, you got a president here. You may have some differences and stuff like that, but I think this is some good work by DCA. What's DCA stand for? It doesn't say. But they're down there. They're bringing the president's vision to life for urban students in Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee's a great state down there. By making minimal sacrifice, let's grow together. So learn more by going to www.dockereacademy.us/app forward or dash landing dash page. So there's a QR code right there, folks, as far as that goes. So thank you, DCA, for sponsoring here on Rumble, and I'm sure Rumble appreciates it also. So there's our second. There's our second one. I'd say one of three for this broadcast. So we can do three more if we stay on. We got to do it in 20 minutes though. So there's our second one. We did one in the first hour. It stopped, and we did one the second one. I'm not sure what DCA Academy it all is. Let's yeah, it sounds like it's a religious but what does DCA stand for?
You read it.
Yes, I know Reddit, but what does DCA actually stand for?
Whatever that word was, D for the D, Christian Academy.
Oh. Oh. I didn't see anything for the D though. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me check this out. Okay, just to understand it more. I see where you're going with that. The misses and stuff. Let's see. Let's see. It's not. Oh, I got to go to this one. Let's see. DCA. Okay, we completed that. Okay, I'll check it out later. So that one didn't go as smooth. I guess I didn't really know much about it, so I figured DCA would explain it. But it looks like they're on the more or less on the religious Christian side there and stuff like that. Which there's a lot of folks here on Rumble that are of that persuasion, which I appreciate as far as that goes. Let's see. Captain Rehab in the house. He's saying good morning to the missus.
Good morning, Captain.
And let's see. What is he saying? You're shouting here. Said somebody is in his post fight. Oh, okay. You're talking about. Okay, we mentioned it, but I'm not going into detail on the fights there at the White House. Don't worry about the D too much. No, I'm not worried about it and stuff. And Tony D saying good morning to Captain Rehab. There he is. Okay, Captain Rehab, you gotta do better on your comments and stuff, my friend. You can see already the comments that aren't going to get posted. They're over there on Twitch. I could block them, but I won't. As far as that goes. I know you're just kidding and stuff like that, but that one about the post-fight interview, that's just so you know, that's right there on the border, my friend. Okay, so and Captain Rehab saying Tony D, saying hi to Tony D there on the Twitch, and let's see, Gen X Wire dusted off the Xbox after watching you yesterday. Oh, you're watching me on your Xbox? Okay, thank you very much, Gen X. Appreciate that, my friend. Glad to have you and have you here on the broadcast. So there's our Read Ad campaign. That's 2. Look at that. We got 13. Rumble, you guys rock. Rumble is really coming through for me. I really appreciate it, Rumble. Especially on a Monday of all times. I guess I should bumble up or screw up a lot more and stuff like that. I guess that's what you guys look for, the broadcaster, to see how they'll how their composure is and stuff. I am smooth. And as far as that goes, so but dusting off the Xbox, wow. It must be one of the older. If you're dusting it off, it must be one of the older Xboxes. I almost got an Xbox, but it didn't. Didn't get past the Nintendo. I don't even have, where's the Nintendo? Oh, I put that up back upstairs. Okay, so there's our ad campaign. We're back on track here, and let me bring up my web pages here as far as that goes. And let's see. Oh, I usually do this before at the break here, but we'll go ahead and bring this up here now. Okay, these pages, they're more or less, I have no affiliation with any of these news web pages that we're going to be bringing up. They're for information only. I don't work for any of these places, so don't say that I do, or even jokingly. I can't even come close to being one of these people that work on in the news and stuff. I'd like to. It'd be exciting, but this gives you an idea by presenting it here on the Monday morning coffee, an idea of um, what it's like here in the southern tier of upstate New York, which is my home. I think it's a great place, and these all these news agencies do a fantastic job presenting it. So I guess I do this for information. I think it's interesting. I find it interesting to share my neck of the woods with you all as far as it goes, because this is upstate New York. There's a lot of things, when um, everybody thinks New York is everything about New York City, and it isn't. There's a lot more going on in New York than just New York City, folks. And New York State is a great state as far as that goes, and I love living here. And I guess I get it gives me a real positive feeling to share where I live at as far as that goes to a certain extent. I'm not going to give you my mailing address or my phone number or anything like that, but you got a general idea. I live in Tioga County, great county. I grew up here, went downstate to go to high school in Orange County, went to Newburgh Free Academy, huge school. I was a country mouse going into the city almost because that's outside the city, but it felt like it was a city from my perspective back in the day. And that's where I entered the service. And I spent 20 years in the United States Air Force and during that time, I was fortunate enough and blessed enough that I met the missus right here in Tioga County, where she grew up also. And we ended up um, becoming partners, or life partners and stuff. We got married, basically. Say it right. Say it the old school way, Rich. We got married, and as far as that goes. And let's see, get rid of New York City, and the state would be. I don't know about that. You could say that about Buffalo or Syracuse. The cities. I don't know. You look at the cities. You look at any city in any state. They put more emphasis on that city than the rest of the state. Look at California. California. I've been there a few times. It's a beautiful state. I've been to San Francisco before it was a shithole. Okay. But San Francisco and LA do not define California. They try to. A lot of people get sucked. It's just like here. People think New York City defines New York. It doesn't. Because if you just stick in New York City, yeah, you could perceive that. But once you get out in the state and you see we've got vineyards here. New York State is right behind Wisconsin and Minnesota for dairy production. They've got vineyards up here. There's freaking it's a New York State is vast, just like California is even more vast. But does Los Angeles define? I try not to with all the crap that's happening in those cities. Now, if you take Chicago and Illinois, it's a good state. The fire school used to be out there, flat as but I wasn't there long enough to. Chicago's interesting, but it's a city that's a shithole now. Most of your cities are shitholes. I'll call it for what it is, and there's issues there, and people need to take care of that. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. You need to take care of it. If you're not taking care, you can't keep on blaming. Oh, it's 20 years ago. This person did that and that. No, take care of it. I live in a community where we pay our bills. We take care of things. We don't go in debt. We don't try and give free stuff or a pipe dream like some of the so-called politicians of these days are talking about. You got to take responsibility, and that's what's lacking and stuff like that. So that's why a lot of people are leaving these cities to go elsewhere to where they can have a more pleasant lifestyle and stuff like that. So New York City is part of New York. It always will be. Um, and I'm just agreeing that I disagree with you that we should get rid of New York City because they tried doing that back in the day with Mayor Lindsay when he wanted New York City to be a state onto her own. They went bankrupt. So I don't know. It's just it's I think trying to say get rid of New York is like saying, oh, we need term limits. That's never going to happen in our lifetime. These guys in Congress, both sides of the aisle, they're going to cut their throat. I don't think so. Um, let's see. I don't know what New York City contributes to the state itself. Just um, I think it contributes. It doesn't contribute as much as what does any community? You have sports down there. You have tourism down there. There's a big tourism factor. You can't knock that. The tourism down in all these major cities, especially New York City, um, is a big deal and stuff. That's just my opinion, Liberty. Okay, I know you may differ on that and stuff like that. I visited. It's like okay, but as long as they're not drawing, and I don't think they, as much as they have problems down there, then it's up to our governor to make sure that our taxes don't get wasted down there. Of course, they're getting wasted in elsewhere here in the state, but that's another story. But anyway, cities can contribute to the state, but they don't define the state, is what I'm saying. Okay. It's just a matter of perspective, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But I love New York. I love New York. I have when I was retiring, and they said, "Where are you going to retire?" And they said, "You're moving back to New York." I said, "That's where I grew up. That's where me and the missus are from." Mrs. would say otherwise. She wants to. She's she's got all these places where you can go to. I mean, it makes me dizzy as far as thinking. There's some good places in this country, but the country as a whole, you got the states. Each state is unique in itself, but you put the states together, and you have a great country. This country is. I keep on saying this. It's bigger than we. It's bigger than what I'm talking about right now. We don't realize how important this country is, and I don't think we can fathom it. We can understand to a certain degree. That's called patriotism. But um, I just look at the history that this country has had for 250 years, and we're still a very good and powerful country. Do we have problems? Yeah, we have our problems. We have our places that are shitholes, and we have places that are okay and stuff. Things could be hunky dory, but those are the challenges. You can't take the easy way all the time. There's things that have to be done, and they have to be done. We just can't let them slide, and that's the thing. You got to take care of it. Um, and just from a little standpoint, my life, I guess I've worked hard. I served my country. I paid my taxes, paid my bills. I didn't blame anybody. If there's something to be blamed, I blamed it on myself as far as that goes. So, um, and let's see. Captain Rehab says hunky dory. Okay. There we go. Hunky dory. Yeah. But this is a great country to live in. Despite we have problems. We have to remember and never forget the issues that created this country to not reestablish those problems again and stuff like that. But we got people that dish this country and they still live here. That's what I'm all bent out of shape. I'm getting on my political soapbox here, I guess. Those people that dish this country overseas, that is so cowardly. I have some complaints about this country. Everybody does if you're a citizen. Um, there's people that are trying to take care of them, but when they're trying to take care of them, there's other people trying to drag that person down. Oh, they're a criminal, they're a dirtbag and stuff like. Well, the people that say they're dirtbag, they're as much of a dirtbag themselves, as far as that goes. We're all one people here in the United States, and people get offended by saying "Go USA, USA." If you don't like it, get out of the frickin' country. I'll say it for what it is. It just people saying, "Oh, we got to be for this country." No, this country first, folks. If this country isn't strong, then we can't do that other shit that everybody wants to do. Okay? So I know, preaching to the choir. Anyway, let's go to these. Let's go to the news pages. I'm getting off my political soapbox here. Okay, let's see. Fox 40. Let's see what we got here. Um, let's see. The Freight Yard Big Boy Bash Family Rail Celebration. Okay, this is one. Big Boy was a train that came through here as part of the celebration of the 250th anniversary. But Big Boy visited Owego as part of the tour celebration. And let's go ahead and bring this one up. And because I didn't go see it. Okay, we'll get to it. Just a minute, Missy. There, just a minute. We'll get to it. Okay, let's see. Let's bring this up. No, you didn't get me jacked up. That's just my passion for the country, Liberty. I know you and I respect your views. Okay, you've lived long enough. You lived as long as I. You're and you got a good perspective. And I guess I see those comments. It just gets me going. You didn't. I get. You could say you push your button. I really care about this country though. I really am serious about this country and stuff like that. And I'm living my life right now to where I'm enjoying myself, and I couldn't do that in any other country. It's just so simple. Being retired, I don't. It's you have to think about that. If it, I can't. You look at just the simple things. I wouldn't be able to do it. Just doing the wash I got to do the wash this morning. I look at that from a different perspective. I'm privileged to do the wash at this point where I couldn't do that. I wouldn't have the that's the blessings of this country is that we always look at things in a negative and stuff like that. And this country has so much to give. And I'm just scratching the surface and stuff like that. And 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 all I got to say, all I got to say, Captain Rehab, you don't like it, goes to some other broadcast. All right, buddy. I don't really care. It's my broadcast. When are you going to broadcast? When are you going to have the balls to get up here and broadcast here, my friend? Huh? Huh? You used to broadcast over there in Haps. I don't see you. That's all I got to say there, dude. I'll push your button back. All good, Captain Rehab. All right, let's see, Big Boy. Let's talk about the train here as far as that goes. Let's bring this up on the stage. And Captain Rehab, Rich wants to shout. Yeah, yeah. That doesn't mean anything, Captain Rehab. That is so corny. Oh, shower cap. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. And Liberty's laughing, or no, Farmer's laughing at Liberty. Yeah. No, I know Liberty probably has as much passion about this country than as I do, as far as that goes. So I'm just recognizing that. So, and I know you do too, Farmer, and stuff like that. But if you're just spouting out crap about what's bad about this country, 80, 90% of the stuff that you talk about, and you can't even mention that this country is still a great country, then, why? Anyway, this is something great right here. The Big Boy 4014 visits here in Owego as part of this tour celebrating America's 250th birthday, folks. Let's give this a listen and see what this is.
A steam locomotive built before World War II made a stop in Owego today as part of a special tour celebrating America's 250th birthday. Fox 40's Katie Lynn has the story.
It was a sight like no other in the area surrounding the Turner in Owego today. A huge crowd gathered for the arrival of Union Pacific's Big Boy 4014, the steam locomotive making a whistle stop in Owego as part of a special coast-to-coast tour.
Union Pacific wanted to do something very special to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. And we decided what better way to do it than to take this mammoth, beautiful beast behind us on a coast-to-coast tour.
The engine was built in 1941 to haul heavy equipment in support of the war effort. At 17 feet tall and weighing more than 1.2 million pounds, it remains the largest operating steam locomotive in the world today.
Even at the day when Big Boy was built in 1941, it was dubbed Union Pacific's miracle. It was the giant on the rail.
The engine began its tour in Sacramento, California earlier this spring. Over the next few months, it will make stops across multiple states, including display events and dozens of whistle stops. Even just weeks into the journey, the tour has drawn large crowds along the way. That enthusiasm was matched by the crowd in Owego today, many amazed by the scale of the train and its place in history.
It's just a size, and I read on the history of it, and it's just totally awesome.
It was a lot longer, a lot better shape than I thought it would be in. I was very impressed. It was really nice.
I thought it was very interesting. It's a huge feat of engineering from back all the way before World War II.
For Yalius, an engineer, the experience felt even more personal.
I find it like really interesting, just seeing all the machinery and just how everything works, especially just steam power, just still being used to this day.
As the train sounded its whistle before departing, attendees were left in awe of the grandeur of the steam engine and the piece of history they had the chance to see up close. In Owego, Katie Lynn.
Now there's that's a diesel train. They had quite a few other. They had a long train as far as that goes, and I guess those are to supplement the movement of the amount of trains they had as far as that goes. But that's Big Boy, and oh, what's this? Farmer says agree. Even in my state has gone to the dark side. It's still the best country to live in as far as I'm concerned. Yes, yes, and God bless America. I love the flags there, Farmer. Yeah, Virginia is it's a beautiful state. I've been there a few times and stuff like that. Went to D.C., went to Arlington is in Virginia. I've been down to Virginia, driven through Virginia. It's a great state. It's just that sometimes the people that are in charge are not to our liking and stuff like that. But if they get voted in, they get voted in. We have to deal with that and stuff like that. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you could still make the area where you live at a great thing and stuff like that. And Liberty says to Farmer, definitely, I'm grateful and humbled for what I have. Yes, the same here. Yeah, I love the flags there, Liberty. Yes, you got to be humbled and stuff like that because I guess over the years there, you see so many people they rag on this country, and it's just like I just say, you know what? I don't care about you anymore. It's just like if you're going to do that, you just don't care about the country and stuff like that. You don't get my attention anymore. And as far as that goes, I'm aware of where they stand and stuff like that, and other people and stuff. But just now somebody is going to take this rant and this rave, as far as if you want to call it that. Oh, Rich is MAGA now. No, I'm just a very concerned American. I spent 20 years in the United States Air Force. I'll say that each and every time. I'm blessed that I've served, and that's my core values. And you want to joke about that, go ahead and joke, but it just reflects back on what type of person you are and stuff like that. I know we're here for fun and stuff like that, but sometimes you have to have a touch of seriousness to let you know that, where somebody's coming from, I guess, and stuff like that. So that was the Big Boy. I missed it. I'm a douchebag because I didn't go. I said I was going to go, and I just got lazy, I guess. I procrastinate. Does that fall under procrastination? I said I was going to go and I didn't go. Liberty, would that be a Am I becoming a student of procrastination? Oh, I'm being cynical now. Being cynical. Let's see. What else do we got on Fox 40 here? I think there was another article on the big boy. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, the freight yard model trains. Morm host Big Boys Family Rally. Let's go to this one. The freight yards. Let's go ahead and see this.
The freight yard model.
Oh, this is the model. Let's check. There was people, a lot of articles here about the model trains. Let's go ahead and show this one here. The Freight Yard Big Boy Bash Family Rally Celebration. Let's go ahead and bring this one up and take a look. See. Oh, it's a lie. Did I lie then? Oh my God. I apologize. It's a lie. Yeah, I said I'll get there if I get there, but I don't know if that's a lie. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's a fib. I said I was going to go and I didn't. I backed out. I'm a bonehead as far as that goes. Okay. See, okay, let's bring this one up here. I lied. Yeah. I didn't tell the truth. I said I was going to go. I didn't go. I backed out. I changed my mind. It was not a lie. God damn it. It's a change of mind. No, I just got lazy. I was a lazy bum. I say I'm going to do something, and I didn't do it. So there you go. You can. Yep. You can. There you go, Captain Rehab. Yep, I'm a bonehead. And Liberty says, let's see. I have my Pops train set from when he was a child. I think it's about 70. Ooh, hang on to that. Hang on to that train set. Wow. Yeah, this one's about a train set. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about here and bring this up as far as that goes. Here we go.
The Freight Yard Model Trains and More hosted a celebration today honoring the passage of Union Pacific Big Boy 4014 through the Southern Tier. The hobby shop hosting the Freight Yard Big Boy Bash Family Rail Celebration. The event was created to promote the business and celebrate the arrival of Big Boy 4014. Co-owner Joshua Van Berger says he's been following Big Boy 4014 for years and that seeing it pass through the area was a meaningful moment for him.
I've been following the Big Boys journey since they first announced that it was going to be going under restoration, and I believe that was back in 2015, and it was restored for 2019, which was, I believe, Union Pacific's 100th anniversary, and it's also the only operational Big Boy still in existence today.
The event featured a full day of railroad-themed activities for kids, food, special sales, and classic railroad films in the evening. Attendees also had the chance to shop Big Boy models and enter a raffle to win a big.
So they have a model. That model looked pretty cool. I like that. What was the company's name? Let's see. Oh, what happened here? We went to 100 years. Oh, there it is. Okay. What is it? What's the name of that model? I used to do those models when I was a kid. Where's that model? I'm trying to find the picture here, folks. Let me put that on. Let's just run it again without the. Let's see if they bring up the. No, we're going to go back a little further. Let's see. There's the stuff from the. No, maybe back a little further. Let's see. Okay, there's the guy with the. Okay, I love that. I like that coloring thing right there. That's pretty cool. Oh, there it is. Oh, Revel. Yeah, they make great models. I used to do a lot of space and car models back when I was growing up with that company right there. That's a great modeling company right there. And as far as that goes, so all right. Let's see. Liberty says, I think Big Boy is going to end up yeah, I think it's ended up down in Philadelphia because I think it has a either a sister or brother train. Not sure which one down there in the. I think it's going to be housed in a museum down there and stuff like that, train museum. So that's a great part of American history. Those were the workhorses back in the day, crisscrossing across the country, getting things done and stuff like that, bringing product to market and all that. So pretty interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and see anything else on Fox 40 for news. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm not seeing over the weekend. What do we have? Oh, St. Anthony's Italian Festival was this weekend. Returned to Endicott. St. Anthony's, that's a Catholic church in Endicott. They have an annual Italian festival on the weekend, and that was this. Let me get this. That was this past weekend, and let's go ahead and give that a listen here on Fox 40. No affiliation with Fox 40, folks. So we'll share this one instead. We'll bring it up on the stage. Add to stage. There we go. Okay. And we'll give this. St. Anthony's is a great community church there in Endicott, New York, which is the birthplace of IBM. And this is an annual thing that there's a lot of people that go to this festival here. Here we go.
Long-time Northside tradition is returning to Endicott as St. Anthony's Italian Feast Days kicks off. Fox 40's Jason Samsel brings us more.
For more than 50 years, St. Anthony's Italian Feast Days has been a summer tradition in Endicott. Each year, thousands of people gather under the big tent to enjoy Italian food, live music, and a celebration of the community's heritage. But organizers say the event doesn't come together overnight, as hundreds of volunteers spend days prepping the grounds, setting up equipment, and making the food that keeps people coming back year after year.
This is set up over the span of this past week. Every night. Our employees, we couldn't do it with our maintenance staff and our office staff. And then they start prepping food. They started prepping food last week.
The feast serves as St. Anthony's largest fundraiser of the year. Officials say that proceeds from the event go to help support repairs, renovations, and ministries throughout the church, while also preserving a tradition that has connected generations of families. Visitors can find local favorites including lamb speedies, chicken parm, sausage sandwiches, and various homemade baked goods, along with live entertainment throughout the weekend. For many, however, the biggest draw is a chance to reconnect with family, friends, and neighbors.
This is a Northside tradition. People look forward to it every year. People come and see family, friends. They schedule time off to come here. It's great to see people come and enjoy themselves and just a good sense of community.
The feast continues through Sunday with food, music, mass, and the annual procession honoring St. Anthony. In Endicott, Fox 40 News, I'm Jason.
Okay, so St. Anthony's Festival, it's an annual thing, and it's community at its finest. And that's one of those things that's it's just so. It's right here in New York, Endicott, St. Anthony's Festival. It's let's see. Liberty says they have two railroads here that offer train rides. Median and Arcade. Median does the Polar Express around Christmas season. Oh, okay. You get all the decorations and stuff like that for the Polar Express. Okay. So St. Anthony's had their big ching ding and stuff like that, and that's community at its best, right there. They community getting together, providing something for people to purchase, to buy, to eat. The lamb speedies, oh my God! If you ever had a lamb speedy, they are the best. Lamb speedies, probably the first speedy sandwich I had was a lamb speedy. Oh my God! They are just so good. Let's see, WEBO. They have an article, but we basically seen everything there is to see on the Big Boy train, And let's see, WNBF. Let's see. We need to check out. Well, they don't have any articles. Yeah, they got an article. Let's see if Bob Joseph has something with oh, we have a Bob Joseph on the Big Boy. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. Watch on YouTube. Let's go ahead and okay, let's bring this one up here. Get some footage from Bob Joseph from WNBF. Let's see, bring that to there. This looks like this is out there in, oh, this is this in Waverly? Yeah, I think this is in Waverly. Let's share that tab. Let's bring it up here. Follow up on the Big Boy here. Let's go ahead and bring this up. And where's the video? Here's the video here, right here. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this up. This is from Bob Joseph from 1290. There it is. So that was a long ass train there, folks. The sound of that train, oh my Lord. Wow, that's something. That is something. So their Big Boy is headed down the tracks, heading down towards Philadelphia. So we appreciate the visit there from Big Boy. And let's see. And we appreciate that. And that was from Bob Joseph from 1290 WNBF radio station. No affiliation with them. Let's go to WBNG channel 12. What do we got over the weekend? Anything here? Wow, they don't even have a Big Boy article here. Some summer festivals going on. The World Cup has started, and Binghamton has a World Cup watch party going on. Let's see what this is about here. Let's bring this up. Okay, this is on WBNG. No affiliation again with WBNG. It's a Channel 12 local affiliate. And Farmer says, time to get the day started. Okay, Farmer, have a great one. Again, appreciate you being here, my friend. Love the flags. God bless America. And thanks a lot. And you have a great day down there in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And let's see. Liberty says the Lackawanna rails start here in Western New York, I think. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, there's still an active railroad, I believe, too. Yeah. So, but did you see that train? How long it was on Big Boy? That's why they needed those 2 extra diesel trains, because Big Boy, I think, is as tough as it is of being one of the biggest steam engines in the country, it can't handle all that. So, it's up in there in age. It needs a little assistance and stuff like that. And Liberty's saying to Farmer, have a good day and be safe. We'll trade those eggs Friday. The real Friday. Yeah, not the fake Friday, the real Friday. There we go. Let's bring this up, this watch party for the, you know what? Now they got a watch party going on. Let me read it here. The city of Binghamton is hosting a World Cup watch party on Friday, June 12th, 7 p.m. on Washington Street. So they're just talking about the watch parties. So these are propping up. I'm not gonna show that video. No, we'll scratch that. And we got St. No, that's not a video. Oh, we do have a big boy. Draws thousands in a week. Let's bring this up. This is another big boy. We'll go to the big boy. That's local here. Okay, let's bring this up on the present. I ditched the present. Let's see. There we go. We'll bring that up. Yes, and we'll max.
Thousands of people flocked to Owego to see a living piece of American history. Big Boy 4014, the world's largest operating steam locomotive, rolled through as parts of a coast-to-coast tour to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. Our Brian Melanson spoke with spectators to find out what makes this event so special to them.
It's big. It's a behemoth. It's like, the horn is overwhelming. I mean, it's just beyond description.
Weighing in at 6,100 tons, measuring nearly 17 feet tall and over 11 feet wide, Big Boy 4014 rolled into Owego with all the fanfare befitting a national treasure.
I just love to see all this energy and bringing people together. It's such a great town.
Built in Schenectady back in 1941, 4014 is one of 25 big boys built to haul tanks and other heavy equipment to support the war effort. After a 3-year restoration project concluding in 2019, 4014 is now on the last leg of a coast-to-coast tour to celebrate the country's semi-quincentennial.
This is America. This is, this is small town America coming alive again, and which a lot of people don't get, So it's really important to keep that spirit going.
Rob Collins of Binghamton says his great-grandfather, C.J. Collins, was the director of traffic for the Union Pacific Railroad and was involved in the commissioning of 4014.
This is a great way to honor family, America. This country's been built on railroads, and it helped build towns like Owego, helped build Binghamton.
Those in attendance spanned generations, from Chris Potter and his grandchildren,
seeing their expressions,
to Michael Davis, who drove over 5 hours from outside Boston to witness a piece of history.
They had a paper route, and they used to hand my papers off the steam train back in 52, maybe 53, and that was steam engines at the time. The steam has been gone for a long time, so it kind of revived the experience for a lot of people, and that's the excitement of it.
And to some, Big Boy 4014 exemplifies the possibility of coming together as a country.
And look at, again, the unity that this train is bringing this whole town.
And it does give us hope that people can come back together.
For those making the journey on the train, it's an experience like no other.
You can feel the excitement, you can hear people cheering, and those of us that are privileged to do this, there's a lot of hard work that goes into this, but we all work together to really make it get done, and make it look easy too.
And as the steam cleared and the whistle faded into the distance, many in Owego said the biggest thing about Big Boy 4014 wasn't its size. It was its ability to bring people and a nation together. In Owego,
there you go. Big Boy bringing a community and nation together. I like that. That's great. That's great. Big Boy 4014, visit it, and we thank you, Big Boy Owego. It was built in Seneca, New York. I picked that up on this one. That's pretty interesting. Interesting stuff. So say thank you, Big Boy. Appreciate it. And you all right? Okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. Channel 12. I think that's the only thing that was on Channel 12 that I saw, WBNG. to share with you all. Again, for information only, and I have no affiliation whatsoever. So, okay. Let's see. Channel 34, nothing going on there. WENY, let's see. What's going on out in Elmira Way. Looks pretty quiet there. Nothing going on. Can't really. Okay, they got another big boy. We've seen enough of the big boy here, I guess. Let's see. They did have that. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing on channel 18. And nothing on Penny Savers. KGB. Why? June 14th. That was yesterday. Mattered in rock and roll, but Kiss 104 talking about Big Boy. We've seen enough of Big Boy, I guess. I think those last two. Let's see. Spectrum News. What's on Spectrum News here? Anything? No. Not seeing anything there. Let's see. Country 106. What do we got going up there? No, nothing really going on. Get 10-cent wings today in Western New York, someplace there. And let's see, 93.7. No, nothing there. And let's see. Nothing on that pops out. I guess I'm looking for articles that pop out. So I think the big thing is the Big Boy 14 or 4014. Let's see what's on 40. Let's see what's on there. The news briefs. What's we got on the news briefs? Yeah, I guess this past weekend, there was an Iranian deal. I'll end with this one. I'll read this. The U.S. and Iran have agreed to extend their ceasefire for 60 days. President Donald Trump and mediators revealed yesterday the countries are scheduled to sign a deal Friday. In Switzerland, oil prices fell on the news, which is good, but let's just see if they open up the straits, okay, because Iran has backed down. I'm having faith in the negotiations, but it's starting to wear out. Yeah, the missus is she's not having any faith in this and stuff like that. But there has been some shooting and stuff like that, but they're still talking. For me, that's the big thing. Iran has agreed to reopen the Straits of Hormuz to all commercial vessels. Yeah, toll-free, which is a bunch of crap there for Iran. Trump says the U.S. will end the naval blockade on Iranian ports. The ceasefire is also predicted on an end of the conflict in Lebanon, while Israel has been fighting the Iranian-backed Hezbollah. Yeah, Hezbollah, they're a terrorist group. It's just like they're just let peace take a chance. Details surrounding Iran's nuclear program include the fate of the stockpile of enriched uranium, what they call dust, nuclear dust, and slated to be discussed after the deal is signed. The full text is not public and available. Not available. The agreement was announced hours before Trump traveled to France for the year's G7 summit. In addition to the U.S. war with Iran, the countries will discuss multilateral trade. And what Iran has to realize, I guess, is all bets are off. Those sweet deals that they got under the Obama administration and even the Biden administration, the lax. It's not going to happen. Hopefully, the next president after President Trump continues that, because that's what needs to be done. We need to have a strong leader that's taking charge and doing things. What needs to be done, that a lot of people say, "Oh, we can't do that. That's bullshit." No, it needs to be done. We need to get rid of these. I think China and Russia and the United States, we're the three major nuclear powers that we understand. We don't want to blow one of these off. There's standoff weapons with those three countries involved, and we don't need Iran, the regime of Iran, not the Iranian people, the regime of Iran has been pretty radical and stuff like that. And people say that's anti-American to say that against Iran. No, Iran has been killing Americans for the last 40 some years since the Iranian hostage taking and stuff like that. You put that all together, that has to amount for something. Okay. The good thing is they're talking. The thing I'm not agreeing with, it's starting to drag out. It's starting to get to that point where, it's starting to drag out. We're not seeing any, but the blockade is working because it's forcing Iran to come to the table. And hopefully we'll see what happens as far as that goes. So we're going to go ahead and we've been on for an hour and 21 minutes. So I think we're on, how long were we on for the first hour? Let's see, we were on for an hour and 2 minutes. So with the part B here, because I screwed up the broadcast as far as that goes, an hour and 2 minutes. We've been on 2 hours and 25 minutes now. So we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here and get our day started here and see what, let's see where'd that go? Okay, let's see. I'm just checking something here on my phone here real quick. What's going on there? We got oh, that's not going to say that. I'll do it here. So I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl who was here. Thank you very much for being here. You have a great weekend. Want to say thank you to Liberty for being here, coming in from Buffalo, the Niagara Buffalo area. Greatly have you in the chat there with the discussion. Thank you. Thank you for getting me riled up. It's good to get riled up once in a while. I haven't been riled up in a while, so let's see. And it's better to do it here because the missus is getting sick of it. I guess she says to put a sock in it and stuff. But anyway, thank you, Farmer, for being here. He's coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia. Thank you very much. Tim Fanforty was here from Michigan. Thank you, Tim Fanforty. So was Willy Nilly. Willy Nilly there. He was coming in. What did he come in on the Rumble? Thank you for coming in on the Rumble. Thank you. Tony D was here in the house. Thank you, Tony D. Salute to you, my friend, coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. What do we have? Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Willie Billy Silly, that's what his name. Welcome back. Yeah, there we go. Willie Billy Silly. Thank you, Captain Rehab. You have a great day today, starting the week, working towards the weekend. And thank you, Gen X Wired, coming also in from the Rumble. Thank you very much. And I want to say, let's see, who else do we have? I think I got everybody because I didn't get the comments from the first hour because it got scratched. We're ending with 9 people on Rumble. Thank you, Rumble. Rumble rocks. We got 2 read ad campaigns here. I got to make sure I tag. Yeah, I got that written down. I got to tag a paid advertisement in the description. That's one of the requirements that you have to do when you do a read ad. You got to put paid advertisement, and then you put what you put on. And I think on YouTube, there's actually a box you got to click, paid promotional advertisement. So that's part of the responsibility. If you're going to do that, you have to make sure that's part of the terms of agreement, I guess, with Rumble. So I want to say thank you for the Rumble folks for allowing me to do 2 read ad campaigns. That means a lot. I could have done the second one a little bit better, I guess. I didn't know anything about the product. But it's interesting. It's interesting from the standpoint as a live streamer to have that capability that no other platform, Restream doesn't have it, StreamYard doesn't have it. You can come here to Rumble. You just gotta, I've worked over the years here where I got some people. We're bouncing up there in the 10 person range and stuff like that over the last 6 months to year and stuff like that. So I do appreciate it, Rumble. Rumble rocks. You guys are great. Thank you. 9 people on Rumble. 1 person on YouTube, 3 people on YouTube, 1 person on Twitch, and 1 person on Locals. Locals came back up. So with that, I am Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, at Fireman Rich over there on X. I'm starting to say I'm over on X and stuff like that because that's where I'm at. I usually hang out there. So we're also over on Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich on Facebook. And I do post over there consistently. So those are the 2 places I post consistently. I'm going to start using that because I started thinking about it over the weekend. When I say, oh, I'm just Google Fireman Rich, you'll see where I'm at. Well, you Google, and let's say you go on, I'm on Blue Sky, but I don't post on Blue Sky anymore. I don't see the point. I'll still have it. I may get, I may post something over there or something like that occasionally and stuff like that. But for me, at Fireman Rich, I just made a decision this weekend. X is my place, and I do post over on at Fireman Rich over on Truth Social. I'm on Gitter, and then I'm on Facebook as well. The real Fireman Rich on Facebook. All those other three are at Fireman Rich. So with that, let's see, what am I doing here? We are at the end of another broadcast. Wish you all well. Again, you have a great Monday as we're working towards the weekend. We're doing Mixcloud broadcast tomorrow, and we will be doing. We'll be back here Wednesday for the Wednesday morning coffee. Until then, you all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace, folks. And I forgot to put up our owl. There he is, our blab owl. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. God bless you all, and God bless America. Take care, folks.